I've been doing 3D printing since, man, 2016, 2015, and I have hated it the whole time. I have never enjoyed 3D printing. I've enjoyed what I get out of it. I started with this, which is a ANET A8 that I traded an RC car for. It was a good printer. I had to do a ton of recalibration and PID tuning to get this thing to work right. After years of fighting with this thing, I finally gave up. Thought I need to buy something decent and came across an eBay deal for Anycubics refurb shop, and they were selling, it was a Christmas special, they were selling 3 of the Cobra 2 Neos for like $160 shipped. Get 3 of them. It was an insane deal. So I took a chance, got 3 of them, was able to get all but one functional. Went back and forth with their customer service. I will say this about Anycubics refurb customer service: they are on it. Every time I would respond and say, "Hey, I had this problem," they were telling me what exactly to look at. They sent me, I think, 2 wire harnesses. I think this was a year and a half ago. And I'm pretty sure I put at least 1 wire harness in one of these 2 here. The room that I am in is in my basement. It's under my daughter's room. I have tried blocking off the vent. That is cold. That is really cold. In the winter, it gets cold. In the summer, it gets cold. Which is weird because you would think in the winter, like if this is getting too cold in the summer, you would think in the winter it would get hot in here. It does not. So I'm trying to be cheap. I hate investing money in 3D printing. I just want printers that work. And what I really need to do is go buy like one of the new Bamboo or one of the other really badass, fully enclosed FDM with the changer on top. I don't want to spend $1,000 right now. I don't have $1,000 to spend on a 3D printer. I don't have enough throughput to justify that cost for me. Also, I now work with a bunch of people who have those same printers, and in reality, I could probably just have them print stuff for me. But it would be really nice if I had functional printers in here. So I bought this stereo cabinet. It's not working out exactly like I want it to, but I think it's going to at least help cut down on wind, or cross breeze, I should say, and give me some sort of common area. I can hang something in the back here. There's an opening. I could hang a towel or something over it. The printer does have to stick out through here a little bit. I wasn't thinking about the bed movement. So I can't get this one to calibrate. So I started swapping this one in. I've had hot end failure on this one. It was blobbed up. I fully cleaned it a long time ago. Now I'm trying to get this stupid gantry level, which this single lead screw system that they use on these and this leveling, it's stupid. It's really stupid. I hate 3D printers. I am sure if I went out and spent $1,000, $1,200 on one of those new printers, all my problems would go away. I would like to print ASA. I would like to do automotive stuff with this, but I have had so many consistent failures over the years that my opinion of 3D printing is pretty poor, and I have a hard time investing the money to do it. I would like to get these up and going because a buddy of mine needs some help, and I think 3D printing can be the resolution to his problem. I need to at least be able to prototype something for him, a jig, a router jig. That's what this is coming down to. I'm needing to design a router jig, which I could do other ways. This would be really handy. I have all the CAD files. I'm sure I can slap together a jig really quick, but I need to know that I can get one of these stupid printers to work. So that's how I'm spending my Saturday morning. How are you spending yours? Well, it took all day, and I have more work to do, but I've got one printer running, and now it's printing the part, at least the prototype part, so that tomorrow, when my buddy comes by, we can test this out and see if this concept's going to work. The stereo cabinet does what I need it to. It also answered a lot of questions. I think I would still like to build something dedicated, 3 bays, for all 3 printers. I think this printer's almost ready to go. It still has a feed issue, I think. But the biggest problem I had were these touch sensors. This is a silicone pad that it uses to wipe the nozzle, and then it's got this offset sensor here. I was having a problem where during just a auto calibration, it would fail when it would move to this step. For this, it would wipe, and then when it would move over here, it would never even actually try. It would just fail before it even got to that step. What I finally figured out, this is just a contact switch, and it's always closed, and then when the nozzle pushes it down, it opens the circuit. So it's 0 resistance, but I'm guessing there was a little bit of corrosion. I couldn't see anything. I tore both of these apart and cleaned the contact points with some alcohol, kind of polished them off. Couldn't see a problem putting an ohm meter across them. They were working like they were supposed to. But I did reset the height on this one, but now this machine will finish a calibration. I had swapped the sensor from this one to that machine and tested it, and it would finish a calibration, but then it would stop extruding after a while. So something's still goofy with this extruder head. And then this one's essentially parts at the moment. I think this one needs a new harness, which I have. And I may try rebuilding that extruder head and swap it onto this one and see if I can get to print. But as of right now, I just need the one, and I've got the one running. Found some old LED strips that I had. They were actually up in here, so they've already been stuck once, and of course they don't want to stick a second time. Why would they? So I'm gonna have to order some new LEDs for this, but that lights that up really nice in there. But yeah, took all day, spent my Saturday doing this. Didn't take nearly as long to design the part that I'm printing now. But yeah, we'll hopefully this will finish tonight. When he comes tomorrow, we can try it and go from there. So yeah, just a little update. I appreciate everybody looking at these videos. Wasn't even really planning on doing this, but I figured I would make a quick video and let everybody know what I'm working on. Has absolutely nothing to do with most of the stuff that I want on my channel, but this is the stuff that I'm focused on at the moment. So here we are. Thanks, everybody.